Let's talk about last week. Talk about last week. So last week, y'all, we talked about numbers that hit most often, and we were talking about 376, 379, 369. Talking about that. So I told y'all last week that those numbers hit way more often than trips. Those numbers is numbers y'all should be playing. And we took a look at North Carolina, the 376, 379, 369. See how often it hits North Carolina. So let's go take a look. See how often those numbers hit the lottery last week. Oh, one more thing. The blackboard numbers. Uh, the blackboard numbers last week, y'all. They hit about 15 times last week. We'll take a look at that also. See how often those blackboard numbers hit last week, y'all. All right, let's start with Arizona. Arizona last week. Taking a quick look. In Arizona, purple box Friday, 8:30 straight. Purple box last Sunday, 890. And the blackboard numbers, none of the blackboard numbers. All right. Take a look at Arizona. Let's go to Arkansas. My friend Kimo, Arkansas. 936 hit Arkansas last night. Not only was that the blackboard number, 963 was the blackboard number. Everybody put the blackboard numbers last week. So 963 hit Arkansas last night. But I was telling y'all, 793 hit Arkansas 2 times on Friday. 793 and 397. Blackboard number. I'm sorry, that's the regular purple box. But that was also the 379, 379, 376, 369. We're just counting how many times those numbers hit in 1 week. All right, so we got 2 hits already. 4 hits in 2 states. And I said those 379. 4 hits in 2 states so far, y'all. All right, and looking for some more blackboard numbers. All right, no blackboard numbers in Arkansas. But purple box, Arkansas, 468, 658, 537, 390, 830, 793. Arkansas hit 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, 9 times last week. Arkansas hit the purple box 9 times last week, y'all. All right, Kimo in Arkansas. California. Purple box hit last night, 215, 210, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. The purple box hit California 7 times. Good morning. 7 times last week. With a young lady who always asked me about numbers in California. Hit 7 times. Looking for, let's see, looking for the blackboard numbers in California. No hits in California. Colorado. Yesterday, 573. Purple box. Doesn't make a difference where you live at, folks, when you're playing the right numbers. 658. 2 hits. 375, 3 hits. 3 hits. 648, 864, 4 hits last week. And for all the people who bought the blackboard numbers last week, the backboard numbers are available. All right. Good morning, Mark. How you doing? All right. Connecticut. PB Bryant and them up in Connecticut. Purple box in Connecticut last night. 013. 1, 2, 2, 2. 2 hits in Connecticut last week. 3 hits in Connecticut. 3 hits in Connecticut last week, y'all. And I'm looking for the blackboard numbers. 376 ain't here yet. Oh, there it go right there. Blackboard hit on Monday in Connecticut with the fireball. On Monday. 367 on Monday, y'all. Fireball. All right, that's Connecticut, y'all. All right, so as I tell people all the time, the lottery is all about odds and probability. There's 1,000 numbers to choose from. Out of those 1,000 numbers, you have no idea what numbers have the best odds of winning. So most of you guys are playing random numbers, are using some unconventional method and hoping for the best. All right, Florida. My buddy's down in Florida. All right, purple box hit Florida last night. 809. 397 hit on Friday with the fireball. Always play with the fireball, y'all. It gives you 2 opportunities to win. 548 on Wednesday. Another hit for the purple box. It's 2 hits. 136 on Wednesday. That's 3 hits with the fireball. 567 on Tuesday. 4 hits. 258 on Monday. 5 hits. And 375 with the fireball on Monday. 6 hits out of 14 drawings, y'all. So I'm in Georgia now. Georgia was hot last week, y'all. Take a look at Georgia. 243 on Saturday, it's 1 hit. 316 on Thursday, it's 2 hits. 987 on Wednesday, that's 3 hits. 897 on Wednesday, that's 4 hits. 548 straight on Tuesday, that's 5 hits. And 125 on Monday, that's 6 hits. 6 hits in Georgia last week, y'all. The purple box. 1. It hit Monday. It hit Tuesday straight. It hit Wednesday 3 times. It hit Thursday. So it hit by Thursday, and it hit 1, 2, 3, 4. And it hit 5 times by Thursday. 5 times by Thursday. There was only 12 drawings by Thursday. It hit 5 times. Only 12 drawings hit 5 times. Can't beat that, y'all. Can't beat that. Good morning. All right. Give me 1 second. 187. All right, moving right along, y'all. Georgia, Idaho. I don't know nobody living in Idaho, but purple box hit there yesterday. Idaho. Purple box hit there Friday 2 times. Purple box hit Thursday 3 times. 3 times. Purple box hit straight on Wednesday 4 times. We talking about it in Idaho, y'all. 5 times. Purple box Idaho 5 times. 5 times out of 14 drawings, y'all, in Idaho. Y'all know anybody that live in Idaho? I don't. Illinois, Susan E. Wells and them. Blackboard numbers hit yesterday, 107 with the fireball. Purple box hit yesterday also, y'all. All right. That's one hit. 5, 6, 7 straight on Friday, 2 hits. 309, 3 hits on Thursday. 107 straight, 4 hits. That's the Blackboard number straight, Susan E. Wells. So last week, Illinois, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14. 14, good morning, Miss Matthews. 14 hits in Illinois last week, y'all, with the fireball. Go back and check. Look at the purple box. Look at the fireball. 14 hits and 14 drawings. Last week in Illinois, Susan E. Wells. Wow, that's crazy, yo. That's a lot of hits. That's it. 14 drawings, 14 hits. And the crazy part, the purple box alone, without the fireball, 1, 2, 3, 3 hits. And 11 of them was with fireball, y'all. 14 hits total in Illinois. It's crazy. Indiana, my man, Fort Wayne and them. Got the 4, 5, 6 yesterday. Purple box. All right. And 136 the fireball on Wednesday. 390 and 890 on Wednesday. So Indiana was a little light last week, y'all. They got the Blackboard numbers 519 straight. Keys in Indiana. The Blackboard numbers is straight on Saturday in Indiana, Keys. Young lady from Indiana I speak with, Keys. All right. So Monday, 548. It's all about knowing what numbers to play, folks. No matter what anybody tell you, it's all about knowing what numbers to play. People try to overcomplicate this. People try to come up with all these crazy flips and mirrors and sums and grids and dream books and crazy workouts. The bottom line is this, y'all. There's 1,000 numbers. Give me a rational explanation on how you know what numbers to play. Give me a rational explanation on how you know what numbers to play. If you start showing me some crazy formula that you made up in your basement, nah, that's not rational. That's something you made up to satisfy your own needs to win. All right, moving right along, y'all. Iowa. Don't nobody, anybody know anybody live in Iowa? Purple box Thursday straight straight hit. Wednesday, box 093, 367. The numbers from the blackboard again. $8.30 straight on Sunday. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits last week in Iowa. I don't know nobody in Iowa. But numbers hit there. How about that, Rodney? Yeah, I'm getting to New York in a minute, Rodney. Kansas. Purple box hit there last night, 658. 480. I'm sorry. 739. 2 hits. 2 hits last week in Kansas, y'all. Kentucky. What people don't understand, all I'm doing is increasing your odds of winning by giving you numbers that have a higher probability of winning. Right, said I had 613 straight and 612 drops. I could have had 10 grand. I know the feeling, Rodney. My story last year, Rodney, I played 3-7-6-9-5, 40 or 50 times straight with the fireball. 40 or 50 times, Rodney. I ran it on Monday. It came out straight on Wednesday. Straight, Rodney, with the fireball. I'd have had 370 something thousand. I would have had 370 something thousand, Rodney. PA. Tickets back there someplace. So I know the feeling. Louisiana, John Scott and them, Reggie and them. Give me 1 second. $0.19, 130 up to $0.19 purple box. Last week at one time in Louisiana. All right. We're in Maine. 789 yesterday, y'all. 106 straight. 106 is also the blackboard number from last week. Another thing, y'all. Good morning, y'all. For all y'all to play the pick 4. For all y'all to play the pick 4. If you go back and check last week, wherever state you in, don't make a difference. Check 1200 through 1230. Go check 1200 through 1230 last weekend, wherever state you in, and look how often those numbers hit. Yep. Oh, thanks, Devin. Go look at 1200 through 1230, wherever state you in. Matter of fact, where I'm at, I'm in Maine. 1205 hit there yesterday, y'all, right? 1205. Oh, that's too far out. Pick 4 straight, hit straight. And that's too far out. So it hit Maine one time. It hit Maine Sunday, right? Let's go to the next state. Give me 1 second. Next state is Maryland. Let's see if that rundown hit Maryland last week, y'all. 1235, too far out. 1234, too far out. That 1200 on Sunday, y'all. Yep. 1200 on Sunday. Doesn't make a difference when you're playing. The point I'm making, y'all, it doesn't make a difference when you're playing good numbers. That 1200 through 1230 rundown, was on fire last week. That was Maryland I'm looking at. Hold on, let me look at the pick 3, y'all. 456 Saturday, 273, 902. It hit Maryland 3 times last week, purple box, y'all. All right. I'm going to keep an eye on that rundown too, y'all. Massachusetts. Looking at Massachusetts. 1208 hit Sunday in Massachusetts. 1208 hit Sunday, y'all. I told you that rundown was hot across the whole United States last week. Go to Michigan. Purple box. Michigan. Purple box only hit Michigan 1 time last week, y'all. 546. And I'm looking at the blackboard numbers. No blackboard numbers hit Michigan last week, y'all. But the purple box only hit 1 time on Monday. So Michigan, make sure y'all play the purple box this week. All right. And let's take a look at the pick 4 numbers. Let's see what the pick 4s did. No 1,200 rundowns in Michigan. Oh, we didn't get to my birthday yet. My birthday hit straight the other day. Michigan, keep an eye out for that 1,200 through 1,230 in Michigan, y'all. Keep an eye out for it. Let me type it in here. Uh, 1,200. What's 1,200? 1,230. All right. So, all right, Minnesota. Don't know nothing in Minnesota. Purple box. Wednesday. That's it. Ain't nothing I know in Michigan, Minnesota, y'all. Mississippi. What's that? Purple box hit 603 last night and the 234 with the fireball, y'all. If you live in Mississippi. 340 with the fireballs. So Mississippi just keep hitting back to back. 397 it came in Mississippi back to back. Wow, Mississippi had a whole bunch of this last. If you lived in Mississippi last week, y'all, you had a good week. Check this out, y'all. Mississippi. 078, 678, 376 with the fireball, the blackboard numbers. 356, 136. Oh, y'all, so many hits I can't count them on my fingers. 781, 678, 376, 3, 653, 4, 136, 5, 609, 648, 689, 7, 7, 793, 8, 789, 9, 397, 10, 193, 11, 123, 12, 603, 13, 232, 14. Mississippi got 14 hits last week, y'all, with the fireball, right? Even if you didn't play the fireball, You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 8 hits. Yep. You got 8 hits last week in Mississippi, even if you didn't play the Fireball. It's a lot of hits in Mississippi, y'all. Missouri. 365 last night with the Fireball, y'all. 258, 2, 180 with the Fireball. Thursday, 3, 196. That's the blackboard numbers. 4, 568, 5. Got 5 hits in Missouri last week, y'all. 6 hits. 6 hits, hold on. List the number. 180, 7 hits. I'm up to 7 hits, y'all. Alright. Where we at? Missouri. Skip that. Oh, I forgot to look at the purple. Hold on, y'all. I look at that 1200 rundown. Alright. What's that? A little bit out the range. 1235. 1239. Golly. 1239. I tell you that 12 across the country last week was hot, y'all. A little bit out of range for there. Only took it up to 30. Nebraska. Let's go to New Hampshire. Share the same pick 4. They share the same lottery as Maine. They get to New Jersey. All right, New Jersey got the 063 purple box yesterday. We're about to get to North Carolina in a second. I thought about you, Corey, after I read your message. All right, so this is 9:08 on Thursday. Not a lot of backboard numbers in Jersey last week, y'all. 468 on Tuesday. And the 107 came out the same day I gave it. Blackboard numbers at New Jersey the same day I gave it out Monday, y'all. The same day I gave it out, it hit. All right. Not a lot of hits last week in Jersey, y'all. 2. Just 2 hits? Wow. 468 on Tuesday. Wow. 908 on Thursday. 3. And 036 last night. Jersey was cold, y'all. Now let's get to New York, Rodney. Let's skip over. Take a quick look at New Mexico. Wow. 12. Way out the range. 1257 yesterday. I just want to take a quick look at these pick 4s, y'all. 1200 hit on Monday, y'all. New Mexico. Told you the 1200s was hot yesterday, last week. All right. Now let's skip to New York, y'all. So last week, y'all, we were looking for that 376, 379, 369 in New York. Right? All right, New York. So yesterday, Rodney, Mike Marr, purple box hit New York 2 times. They hit the 258 and or the 528, and it hit the 152 or the 215 that's on the purple box. All right. So let's take a look at New York last week. So 2 times Sunday, 879 on Wednesday, 3 times, 304 on Tuesday, 4 times, 793 5 times, 902 6 times. So the purple box hit New York 6 times last week, y'all, out of 14 drawings. As I tell people all the time, there's no flip, there's no mirror, there's no sum, there's no grid, there's no dream book that's going to make you win 6 out of 14 times. I don't care what nobody say to you. All those unconventional methods is not going to win more than 50% of the time. No dream book, no flip, no sum, no grid, no. That purple box gives you the best odds of winning. Matter of fact, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the purple box hit New York. The first 3 days of the week last week, y'all, out of the 6 drawings, it hit 4 times. Out of the 6 drawings last week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it hit 4 times. You don't have to guess. You ain't got to do a workout. You ain't got to do a flip. You ain't got to do a mirror. You ain't got to do a sum. You ain't got to do a grid. You ain't got to do nothing but go to the store and play that purple box. Yep. And then it hit 2 more times yesterday, Sunday. Two more times Sunday, y'all. Slow money is better than no money. I'd rather win something than nothing. Now I'm gonna skip down to North Carolina for my man Rocky. So we took an extensive look at North Carolina last Monday, y'all. And I told y'all to watch how many times 376, 379 comes out across the United States, because we was looking at North Carolina. And what happens in North Carolina, y'all? 379 comes out of North Carolina. That's one of the 3 numbers that we play. Hey, Steph, that's one of the 3 numbers we play every day automatically anyway, y'all. Anybody that's been around me for more than a month knows that we play 376, 379, 369 every day. We play purple box every day. So let's take a look at North Carolina last week. 379 hit on Sunday. 365 hit on Saturday with the purple box. 658 hit on Friday. 365 also. He just told me about that. Hey, Rodney. 36 Rodney in North Carolina. Rodney Monroe. 369 hit with the fireball. 369 hit with the fireball on Friday. That's the number I told you to play heavy. You hit with the fireball on Friday. Call me after this, Rodney. So we're talking about Friday, the whole the 376, the 379, the 369 hit Friday with the fireball. That's the number I told you to play heavy. So last week, y'all, let me get to Monday, because this is crazy. On Monday, hey Lindsay, how you doing? 261 came out, but the fireball was 0. So that gives you the 120. 345, 535 came out on Monday. Okay. Awesome. And fireball was 4, so that gives you the 345. The 687 hit on Tuesday, but the fireball was 9, so that gives you the 678 and the 789. Thursday, 391 hit, but the fireball was 7, so that gives you the 397. Friday, 937 came out, but the fireball was 6, so that gives you the 937. That gives you the 396 and the 397. 658 came out on Friday. That's the 568 on the purple box, but the fireball was 3, so that gives you the 360, 365 also. And yesterday, 379 came out straight. So y'all had about 10 hits last week for the purple box in North Carolina. 10 hits last week, y'all. Even if you didn't play with the fireball, 379 hit straight yesterday. 937 hit on Friday, 2. 687 hit on Wednesday, 3. You still had 3 hits, even if you didn't play with the fireball. So you played with the fireball, you had 10 hits in North Carolina. All right, y'all. Now let's skip down to Ohio. Wow. I mean, so many hits came off 376, 379, 369. I stopped counting. I was on 14. Yeah. That's crazy, Vicky. You're in North Carolina, you ain't get one. That's crazy. Ohio, 219 Saturday, 264 on Thursday, 2, and 648 on 3. Hey, Esther. Ohio got 3 hits. 3 hits last week. Ohio was a little light last week, yo. It's all about just playing the right numbers, y'all. That's all it is. The blackboard numbers is only 7 numbers, y'all. Can't beat that with 7 numbers. Hey, Ella, how you doing? You know, there's 2 theories about playing a bunch of numbers, y'all. Here's my 2 theories. I play a lot of numbers, but I play a lot of numbers that have great odds of winning. And the other people say, well, all right, I want to play a little bit of numbers, and I want to put a whole bunch of money on a little bit of numbers. There you go. You could take your money and spread it out, or you could take your money and put on a whole bunch of money and put on a little bit of numbers. That's why the blackboard number is only 7 numbers, y'all. All right, let's skip down to Oregon, y'all. 1248. Wow. They had 12 combination again, y'all. 1248. 1239. Wow. 1228. There you go, y'all. Looking at Oregon, 1228. Told y'all that. 1224. Another hit for Oregon. All last week in Oregon. So, you know, I learned something from one of my friends. I was always a lottery player that, you know, played my numbers like 50 cents straight, 50-cent box. And I was satisfied with that, you know. 50 cents straight, 50-cent box. And then, you know, one of my friends was like, all right, you know, you gotta start playing big, man. Start playing big. Won't you just put a whole bunch of money on one number? Okay. So I started putting a whole bunch of money on one number. $30, $40, $50 on one number. Yep. So that worked out well for me a few times. Had a few big hits off that. All right. Pennsylvania, my home state. What y'all do yesterday? If you went to the store and played in Pennsylvania, you got the 380 and the 890 yesterday with the fireball. And the 389 is a straight hit on the titanium list for people that's in the titanium group. So Pennsylvania, 1-2-3 straight. Thursday. Pennsylvania, 1-2-4. Wow. 830. 3 hits. Oh, I'm sorry. 1-2-3. me start on Monday, y'all. Fireball, 903. Fireball, Wild Ball, rather, 548 on Tuesday. And 345. 678 with the Wild Ball on Tuesday. 3 hits. 678 again on Wednesday. 8:30, 7:30. So Pennsylvania last week, y'all. Pennsylvania last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits with the Wild Ball. If you just went to the store, just played the purple box in Pennsylvania last week, you got the 1, 2, 3 straight. You got the 1, 2, 3 straight, and you got the. That's it for Pennsylvania. Wow. So people in Pennsylvania, the purple box was light last week in Pennsylvania. If you went to the store and played, you had a whole bunch of hits. Last week, it only gave you one straight hit. 123. Or 123, y'all. So look for Pennsylvania to hit well this week, y'all. Look for Pennsylvania to hit well with the purple box this week. And that rundown, I'll tell you about the 12. 1208. 1208 on Wednesday. 1207 on Monday. 1207 on Monday. 1208 on Wednesday. All right, y'all. Wait, anything else? The Fireball? Nope, got the 1207 and 1208 last week. Pick 4. All right. Let's Rhode Island. Let's take a look at Rhode Island, y'all. A little bit out the range. Hold on, y'all. Rhode Island didn't hit that 12 rundown. Good morning, Sharon. Rhode Island didn't hit that 12 rundown, y'all. Look for Rhode Island. It was hot traveling. For 1200. 1230. Rhode Island. There you go. For people that have been around playing the lottery for a while, y'all understand that numbers travel. Y'all understand this. For people that have been around for a while. All right. Let's skip to South Carolina. Jack and them. Jack, you gave me a call last week. Or you texted me or something last week, Jack. All right. So the blackboard numbers, Jack, because you called me last week, hit South Carolina on Friday. The 107. And I'm looking. Purple box, Jack. 375 on Tuesday. 152, Jack, on Monday. 234 on Friday. All right, Jack. There you go. Yeah, I went past Georgia already, Chris. I'll come back to it, though. Georgia had a few hits. I think they had like 6 or 7 hits last week, Chris. So people always say, well, Art, there's a lot of numbers on the purple box. I can't afford to play all those numbers. So here's what I always tell people. Go half with your sister. Go half with your brother. Start a lottery pool at work with your coworkers. Go half with your neighbor. But what's up, Bigum? But just don't sit there. Yeah, they're on the website. Just don't sit there, APAC, and just let the numbers come out and you do nothing but just sit there. You know, try to go half with your family. You know? Try to go half with your friends. But just don't just sit there and do nothing. All right. So Tennessee. All right. See, 2 hits already. Tennessee. What Tennessee do last week, y'all? Purple box. 2 times on Monday. 637 straight. That 637 stuff that came out so much, y'all. It's just crazy. 379 with the fireball Tuesday. That's 2 times. 803 with the fireball Thursday, 3 times. 864 with the fireball 4 times. 089. Just saw it. 089 5 times. 530 straight. So we're talking about how many hits, yo? 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So last week in Tennessee, if you went to the store and played with the fireball, you had 14 hits out of 21 drawings last week in Tennessee. All you need is 1 straight hit. We talking about 14 hits. And I like to combo my numbers. Combo means wheel or combo, y'all. Wheel combo means any order that come out, you get the straight money. So think about this, y'all. If you decided to wheel the numbers, let's say on Monday, and it will cost you like $200. So you hit the 310. You hit the 310, the 130 on the purple box, right? And you hit with the wild ball. So you got the 130 and you got the 120. Came back on Monday, on Tuesday, you did the same thing. You got the 379. And the evening, you got the 376. You came back the next day. You decided to do it again. Wednesday, you struck out. Came back on Thursday. You hit the 364 and you hit the 830. Hey, Keys. Friday, you decided to do the same thing. You came back and hit the 790, the 530, and the 890. 2 times, both of them, you hit the 890 and the 530, you hit 2 times, y'all. So what I'm trying to say, y'all, it hit a whole bunch of times. If you did it on Tennessee on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you would have had 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. You'd have had 8 hits just between Friday and Saturday, y'all. 8 hits. Just trying to give y'all some different strategies, y'all. That's all. Texas. Texas, no, I think. What's going on with Texas? All right. Texas. 903 purple box. Texas, 280 purple box. 203 521 465 285 285, not 280, 679. Texas had so many hits last week, y'all. It was crazy. Texas, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, 20. Texas had 20 hits last week. Oh, get out of here, Ruth. They got triple threes this morning. Why ain't update? Thanks. And the people that's in my private group, y'all know that we got triple threes on my titanium list. All right. I don't know what's going on with that, Brenda. You're like the second person I heard say that. So let's skip down to Virginia. Purple box hit there 2 times yesterday in the store. Friday 120 hit. 136 hit with the fireball Wednesday. 123 hit on Monday. 456 hit on Monday. So I got a few. Yeah. Got a few hits. Yep. Hey, Cat, how you doing? Hey, John. Hey, John, thanks for the videos too, man. So, for all the people, wait for it. Hey, Desmond, how you doing? Washington, D.C. Let's skip down in there. Purple box hit Washington, D.C. yesterday, 180 and 190. Wow. That's crazy. 108 and 109 hit Washington, D.C. yesterday. That's 2 hits right there. 302 Saturday, 3 hits. 3 hits. 290 straight on Wednesday, 4 hits. 4 hits. 250. Oh, 4 hits, y'all. So, doesn't make a difference where you live at, folks, when you're playing the right numbers. All you have to do is play that purple box wherever you live at, y'all. You see, I just went through every state. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? Went through every state. Let's take a quick look for that 1200 too. 1200s there. No 1200s in Washington, D.C. last week, y'all. Look for those 1200s in Washington, D.C. Yeah. All right. We got a few more minutes before Georgia come out, y'all. Take a look at Georgia. So for all the people out there, let me give you my information for the new people that don't know who I am. Y'all could Google Arthur Lomax Jr. Google Arthur Lomax Jr. You can read all about me. Been helping people win the lottery for years. And here's my phone number. 1-856-375. Here's my website. Yep. that helped a lot of people win all around the world, y'all. 1-856. Hold on, where's the? Hold on, here's my contact information here. Want to contact me? Give me a call at 856 375 7379. My website is www.win lottery.com. And all you need is the beginner's club, because all you guys are beginners. Then after you get your membership, call me, and I'll walk you through the rest. All right. So last week, y'all, we looked at that 369, 376, 379, right? That's what we looked at last week. This week, for all the people who got the Blackboard number, right? Of course, I put the 379 back in because that's a hot number, you know? And I only play numbers that hit most often. I don't play overdue numbers. I don't play numbers that ain't been out in 90 months. Nothing like that, you know? Because to me, logic dictates that I'd rather play a number that keeps winning than a number that hasn't been out in months or years or whatever. Because I'd rather play the hot numbers. All right, so just to show you, I'm gonna show y'all something. All the people that got the Blackboard numbers today, right? I'm gonna give out one number off this Blackboard number, right? One number, y'all, to show you how accurate I am. All right, and here's the one number: 538 will hit within 48 hours. 48 hours. So last week I did this, right? Last week I did this, and the number was 369. Go look on my Facebook page. And I told y'all it hit within 48 hours. And it hit the next day. And y'all see how often 369 came out last week. So, for all those people that's in all the different states, all I'm doing is increasing your chances of winning, y'all. That's all I'm doing. You guys are out there playing random numbers or using some unconventional method trying to win. I was in a group. I still am in a group of people. Yep. Hey, Richard. That track the purple box. Do y'all know the purple box hits the least? It's only I had it all together. How many lottery states is it? Let me get it all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 30, 45, 46, 47. 47 lottery states, y'all. 47 lottery states. Y'all know that number always hit Texas. Y'all know that the purple box hits at least 10 times a day, every single day. At least 10 times a day, every single day, y'all. So if you think about it like this, if it's heating, heating up. If it's hitting 10 times a day, right? And it's only 48 lottery states, except 47. 47 lottery states. That's hitting like a little under 1/4 of the time. Think about it. It's hitting 10 times a day. 10 times 4 is 40. Think about it. So imagine this, y'all. Imagine you and all your friends got together. Let's say Y'all's having a family reunion, right? If y'all's having a family reunion, 40 of y'all, 47 of y'all, and y'all decided to play the purple box in every single state. Yeah, at least 10 of y'all gonna hit. If y'all work together as a team, you and 40 of your cousins, 47 of your cousins, all y'all plays the purple box. Think about how many of y'all gonna hit. And Peggy's saying that number always hit Texas. Let's take a quick look, Peggy. The 538, I just gave y'all. Hit Texas Saturday. It's Texas Saturday. Now I'm gonna pick a random state. And I'm gonna just pick Pennsylvania, my state. Just because I'm from Pennsylvania. And I want to see when the last time 538 hit Pennsylvania, y'all. Hit Pennsylvania on Tuesday. Now y'all pick a state. Y'all pick a state because once again, I only play numbers that hit most often. I only play numbers that hit most often. So one of y'all pick a state. Anybody. Pick a state. I'm gonna see if 538 came out there. You gotta play good numbers, y'all. Somebody pick a state. We're gonna check. Anybody. First state to pop up here, we're gonna check and see if 538 came out. Somebody give me a state. New York. All right, let's go look in New York. Thanks, John. New York. Let's go take a look. John gave me New York. Let's go check New York. New York. We're looking for 538. All right, John. No 538 so far. No 538, John. No 538. I'm in April. No 538. Still no 538. I'm at the beginning of April, John. John, you might have found the winner. 538. I'm in March, John. Nope. March. Everything around it, John. I'm glad you picked New York, John, because interesting, John. Hold on, I gotta go look at the calendar, John. Glad you picked New York. Give me 1 second. New York. Okay. Still no 538, John. Still no 538. I'm in March. So, John, now that I know no 538 has hit New York, I'm in February. No 538. But the crazy part is this 530 everything else. 530 everything else. I'm looking at it, right? Okay, Steph. 530 everything else, John. So, know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play the 530 rundown in New York. I got you, Steph. I'm in January. 530 everything has hit New York except for 538. 530, 531, 532, 533, 534, 535, all kinds of 530 stuff. Except for 538. All right, John. So I know where I'm going at today in New York. 531 March. Yep. I know exactly where I'm going at today. 531 March. It's crazy. 537 March. I'm in April now. I'm in April. 537. 532. I'm in May. 531. 536. Wow. Yep. Yeah. 538 is. Yep. Wow. All right, Joe. There you go. New York. The people don't hung around. I know where I'm going at. All right, y'all. Let me go. I've been on here for an hour. Anybody know what came out of Georgia? What's up, Dino? Anybody know what came out of Georgia? I know they didn't update yet. Anybody got Georgia numbers? See somebody put something. All right. Anybody? Hey, Linda. 611. Thanks, Glenn. All right, y'all. Let me go. I gotta sound these numbers. Anybody else need the Blackboard numbers? Just give me a call. Send them to you. All right. And I'll see if I can make it on tonight, y'all. All right, y'all. God bless all y'all. Hope all y'all win. And I will see you guys later.